Okay, welcome to training video 7. We're going to explore one of the other files that's in the nursing folder, so I'm going to open up the nursing folder. Here you see we have falls, incidents, skin integrity, unusual occurrences, and weights. We're going to look at incidents. So I'm going to open up that file. Remember, the white tab is always the tab that contains general instructions for the workbook. The yellow tabs always have graphs, charts, tables, and other graphics that can help you do some analysis. The green tab always has the summary sheet. This can be printed off, as well as the graphs and everything else for your QA meetings. The blue tab always has the worksheet where you're going to enter the data. Red tabs always contain the information that's found in the drop-down menus. And then the black tab, the admin tab, is always the tab that has the command to delete all of the information that's in the workbook. So let's go back to the blue tab, the incidents tab, right down here. I'm going to fill this out just to show you how it works and to show you what the options are within each drop-down menu. So I'm going to put down 6/12/2012. On that date, somebody by the name of John Smith had an incident. That date happened to be, I don't know what that day really is, but we're going to say it's Wednesday. And remember, this uses military time. It happened at 1645 hours, so 4:45 on a Wednesday evening. Station associated with this incident was Station 2. And the nurse, we're going to say, is Gary Jones. So Gary Jones, and the CNA was Frank Stanley. So Frank Stanley was a CNA. What is the event? So it could be an abuse allegation, a bruise, choking incident, elopement, financial abuse, a fracture, a handling injury, injury of unknown source. We could have neglect, resident-to-resident altercation, a skin tear, unexpected death, or other. This workbook is pretty general, covers a lot of different things, not just small incidents that could happen within the facility, but items that might also need to be reported to the state. If they do need to be reported to the state, those incidents will also go on the unusual occurrence log, and that'll be in another video. Okay, so let's say that this was a fracture. Okay, and where did this happen, or when did it happen, doing what exactly? It happened either in bed, while toileting, while transferring. Maybe it was a wheelchair incident, maybe it was a walking incident, or something else. We're going to say that this was walking incident. Question here is, was it attended, was it not attended, or do we not know? I'm going to put here that we don't know. It's an unknown. Okay, was there any injury? The choices here are none, unknown whether there's injury, minor injury, the choices there are bruise, skin tear, or other minor injury, or it may have been a major injury. Major injury, we have CHI, fracture, hematoma, laceration, death, or other major injury. Or the last choice is that we don't know. It's a psychiatric injury. In this case, we're going to say that this individual had a fracture. So he definitely had some injuries. Where did this happen? It could have happened in any one of these locations. In the bathroom, in a common area, in the hallway, outside of the facility, in the rehab gym, in the resident room, in the shower, other, or we don't know. I'm going to put down here that it happened outside of the facility. Was equipment involved? Yes or no? We're going to put down no. Was it a reportable event? Because of the circumstances, we're going to say that it was not a reportable event. I don't know why, but let's just say it's not. But let me go through the choices here. We have APS or EPS, coroner, DPH, ombudsman, the police, other, APS and DPH, APS and coroner, APS and ombudsman, APS and police, DPH and coroner, DPH and ombudsman, DPH and police, or all agencies if you have to report to all of them. In this situation, we're going to say that no, we did not report it. Was this a complaint visit? No, it was not a complaint visit, and a complaint did not come because of this. It was not associated with complaint in any way, shape, or form. Was it substantiated? Yes, it was substantiated. So down here at the bottom, we have a quick little dashboard. that tabulates all of the information here. It calculates it, sums it up so that you don't have to do that by hand. So here we see that in the month of January we had one incident. Station 2 was associated with that incident. PM shift was also associated with that incident. We didn't have any reportable events. We had no unattended events. In this specific case was a fracture, and it was substantiated. Now, just like the Falls workbook and all the other ones, on the leftmost side of the worksheet you have January, and then February, and then March, so that's all of Q1. As you progress to the right in the workbook, you see that we have other months. So here we have April, below that is May, and then June. If you go to the right again, we have July, August, September, and then October, November, December. Here in the summary tab, we see that the same information that was in that worksheet now automatically appears over here. So we had something on Wednesday during the month of January, during the PM shift, Station 2. It was a fracture. It was a walking incident. And it was, again, a fracture there. The injury was a fracture. It happened outside of the facility, and it was substantiated. If we take a look at the graphs, we see that the same information shows up graphically here, both in the graph and in the data tables. Okay, now for the purposes of this workbook, I have the shift time starting at 6 o'clock. AM shift starts at 6, PM shift starts at 2, and NOC shift starts at 10. These shift times can be adjusted according to facility needs, and that's not hard to do at all. And that's the end of this video.